bean or cloud gate, which is this famous art.
Oh, I'm aware of this. I did not know was in Chicago. Okay, this is very famous, by the way. Is the bean? Oh, because looks like a bean. Makes sense. Actually, let's run it back. And I also am aware of the pizza, by the way. About being cold, I was not sure, but I guess it is really cold, right? Actually, I wonder, anyone watching from Chicago? If so, my friend, please leave me a comment. It would mean the world to me. Today I'll be reacting to my solo trip to Chicago. My friends, this should be a fascinating one, but before I go into that, let me ask you for one thing. If you can leave a like, thank you so much, my friend. This is the best way to show support. If you can subscribe, well, in that case, forget about it. You make my day. Have that in consideration now. Link for the original video in my description. Not the first time I reacted to her channel. Tremendous one, by the way, so give her some support. That said, splat.
It's my first time in Chicago.
What? I don't know a lot about Chicago.
I've made it to Chicago. I've been meaning to take this trip for years, and somehow I have ended up doing it in December, which surprises me because I dislike hypothermia. But it's always so fun to experience a new destination this time of year because it feels festive and charming for the holidays. So my plan is just to spend a couple of days being a tourist. I want to see the things, the skyline, city views, eat some food. I have some camera gear to talk about thanks to Best Buy, who's sponsoring this video. This is just going to be a vlog.
Okay, let's see it. Oh, wow.
So having never been here before, my knowledge of Chicago is pretty limited. I know it's cold, I know there's pizza, and I know about the bean or cloud gate, which is this famous art.
Oh, I'm aware of this. I did not know was in Chicago. Okay, this is very famous, by the way. Is the bean? Oh, because looks like a bean. Makes sense. Actually, let's run it back. And I also am aware of the pizza, by the way. About being cold, I was not sure, but I guess it is really cold, right? Actually, I wonder, anyone watching from Chicago? If so, my friend, please leave me a comment. It would mean the world to me.
Pizza, and I know about the bean or cloud gate, which is this famous art installation here. And I was really excited to see the bean, except I can't because they've fenced it off for renovations until next spring. So just a head.
Oh, they are probably, oh no, they are refrying the bean. Okay.
Heads up, if you're planning to visit in the next 6 months, Cloud Gate might be fenced off. I'm at the bottom of the Wrigley building right now, and I know absolutely nothing about architecture. I couldn't recognize any specific style or what time period it's from, and I can tell first impression that Chicago has phenomenal architecture. All of these
I was about to say that this looks crazy fancy.
Buildings are so beautifully and intricately designed. This has to be one of the top cities in the country for architecture.
I believe it.
So I asked you all on Instagram what a first-timer needs to do in Chicago. And aside from the bean, which is a bit of a sore subject now, I swear half of you said I had to eat at Cindy's rooftop restaurant for the best views.
Cindy's. Dude, the bean is big. Okay. Some melty stuff.
Okay, so I started over here. This is where the bean is located.
Okay.
And I've walked all along the waterfront down to this spot where it curves around and you get a really nice city view. Chicago has done such a good job of utilizing their lakefront for public space because it is all parks, walking paths, running paths. So I've come down here to take some photos of the skyline. One of my favorite things to do in a new city is just go around to all the photo spots and take pictures. There are a lot of festive things to do in Chicago this time of year, like Christkindl Market, which is considered to be the most authentic traditional holiday market of its kind outside of Europe. Here you'll find lots of vendors selling food and goods. It's a great place to stop by even for just a hot cocoa. And then there's also zoo lights at the Lincoln Park Zoo, which is a holiday light display that's fun to walk around, and you'll get awesome skyline views from here as well.
My friend, some real talk. I was actually thinking about going to New York in December to see all the Christmas lights, because I think New York looks so beautiful in December, and I thought could be my first experience in America. You guys know, of course, I want to do Texas, Florida, California, all of those states, but maybe just starting with New York. Do you guys think that's a bad idea? It's probably crazy cold from what I know, but it's so beautiful. I'm actually thinking about that. Tell me in the comments if you think this could be a good idea.
This morning, I'm bundled up and I'm out at the North Avenue Beach Pier for sunrise.
Holy, okay, this is looking tremendous. Again, Chicago is really surprising me. I wonder if I have anyone watching from Chicago. If you are from Chicago, congrats, your city is beautiful.
This is a really cool pier that kind of arcs out into the lake, and it has one of the best views of the Chicago skyline.
Wow.
Something that keeps tripping me up, though, is Lake Michigan feels like the ocean. I don't feel like I'm on a lake right now. I feel like I'm at the ocean.
Wait, give me a second. Actually, I will run it back because I want to know one thing. Chicago is not a state, it's just a city, right? So let's run it back and while I Google this.
Here for sunrise. This is a really cool pier that kind of arcs out into the lake, and it has one of the best views of the Chicago skyline. Something that keeps tripping me up, though, is Lake Michigan feels like the ocean. I don't feel like I'm on a lake right now. I feel like I'm at the ocean. There are even waves crashing against the shore. I didn't realize how enormous this lake was going to feel. I mean, you look across it and it just goes.
Chicago is in Illinois. Okay. Another state that I don't know a lot, but I guess now I'm learning about.
Into the horizon.
I'm gonna run it back because I did not pay attention, and I love this type of video. Sorry, not sorry.
Like the ocean.
By the way, do you guys like this type of videos? Leave a like if you have fun.
I don't feel like I'm on a lake right now. I feel like I'm at the ocean. There are even waves crashing against the shore. I didn't realize how enormous this lake was going to feel. I mean, you look across it and it just goes into the horizon. On a completely different topic, we need to talk about this coat because it has been a lifesaver the past couple of days. It's the Aritzia Super Puff 2.0, so it's the waterproof version, which is why it stood out to me, because with my other down coats like this, it's always kind of frustrating to be gauging, like, can I wear this? Is it going to rain? Is it going to snow? Especially if I'm packing for a trip. Like, they're warm for winter weather, but they're not waterproof for winter weather. It is like wearing...
Well, friends, I don't think I have clothes that are, able to go to America. Specific if I go to these states. I think my country is very hot. I may have to spend some money buying clothes.
Wearing a down comforter. It is the warmest, coziest, puffiest coat. I have not been this excited about a new purchase in a long time. I know I'm a little late to the Aritzia Super Puff train. These have been popular for a few years, but so far I am super impressed with this. Definitely recommend it. If you're looking to get a view of the city from above, Chicago has two popular observation decks. There's Sky Deck on the 103rd floor of Willis Tower, which has the ledge experience. These are glass boxes that extend 4 feet from the side of the tower for a truly...
Okay, that freaks me out a bit. Holy...
downward view. If you're into taking pictures, Instagram shots, it's a cool photo opportunity. And then 875 North Michigan Avenue has 360 Chicago on the 94th floor, which has the tilt experience that tilts you out over the edge of the building. It's also close to the water, so you get really nice views of the lake and shoreline.
Come on. Look at that view. Oh, wow. Really, really amazing place.
So this is the end of my trip. I've had the best time
Me
here
too.
in Chicago. I've covered a lot of ground. I've walked over 20,000 steps a day. I feel like I've seen a lot of things. I've eaten a lot of things, but of course there's still so much I didn't get to do or eat, so I'll have to come back. I am really happy I came when I did, even though it's cold, because I find that early December, which is when I'm here, is a lesser known sweet spot for travel because at least here in the US, a lot of people travel for Thanksgiving and or Christmas. And most people
True.
aren't looking to add a third trip in between those two. So early December can be surprisingly quiet. And Chicago's beautiful with
Early December, okay. And there is the Christmas lights are out at that point. Okay, maybe early December is the move for me to go to America, to New York. Maybe, right?
all the holiday lights and decorations. So it worked out. I would definitely recommend Chicago if you're looking for a city getaway. There is no shortage of things to do here. And the food scene is incredible. Like, that's what I'm saddest about, that I don't have more time, because every restaurant
Holy.
I looked at looked amazing. It's also
I believe
super
it.
walkable. I walked pretty much everywhere. I did take public transit a couple of times, which was also easy. Now it's time for me to head to the airport and fly home. I hope you all enjoyed this vlog and are
I
having
love
a
it.
wonderful holiday season, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Okay. Do you know what? This was amazing, my friends. Chicago. Okay, I may have to watch this one again, because Chicago really looks a tremendous place. And that's it, my friends. I hope you had fun with me on this one. It's always my main goal. If I made you laugh, that, trust me, means the world to me. But before we go, let me say one thing. I actually have a bunch of other social media, Instagram, Facebook, even TikTok. Please feel free to follow me there. I leave the links below. You don't have to do it, but if you do it, I appreciate you quite a lot. That's it. See you guys in the next one.